That vegan teacher, also known as Miss Raddie, has been terrorizing non-vegan YouTubers for years. But who exactly have been her victims? Most are familiar with the internet phenomenon that is that vegan teacher. The eccentric vegan made her debut on YouTube and TikTok a few years back, promoting veganism to the audience. She immediately gained popularity for her rather extreme thoughts on veganism and so-called meat eaters. Everyone who knows of her is also familiar with the many songs she has written and sung herself. Well, sung might be a bit of an overstatement. We are starting with one of, if not the most famous chefs in the world, Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay is known for his delicious dishes, but most know him as the world's most irritable chef around. Aside from his restaurants, he ventures into the TV scene as well. Yes, Mr. Ramsay indeed has a short fuse, and he might be a bit scary at times, but that is nothing when looking at what that vegan teacher is comparing him to. That vegan teacher has quite a few dramatic comparisons when it comes to the use and eating of animal products. Certainly, the most insane comparison of meat eaters is to Nazis. And who else is ideal for taking charge of these Nazi meat eaters other than Gordon Ramsay himself? She even takes it a step further, calling him the devil.
Hello students! Today we're going to talk about the devil. The devil's name is Gordon Ramsay. A devil is defined as a creature, a being, that does nothing but harm in the world.
And why would she do that? To any logical person, there is no reason to equate these two, but to people like that vegan teacher, this is completely logical. Now, let us follow that logic and try to make sense of her opinions on this man. Gordon Ramsay often uses meat in his dishes, therefore he is the ultimate supporter of the meat industry and the slaughter of innocent animals. Because of his popularity, people crowd around him and mimic his apparent obsession with the slaughter of animals. Mr. Ramsay, of course, decided to douse the flames of that vegan teacher's wrath with some of his insults. This one wasn't even too intense, as we all know the man can be.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, that's fine.
Vegan
as long as
donut.
you're vegan from now on.
That vegan teacher's hatred of Gordon Ramsay doesn't even make much sense, since he doesn't promote the meat industry in any special way, nor does he make it seem as though he enjoys the suffering of animals. In this respect, he is no different than any other television chef. This feud started as a publicity stunt for that vegan teacher. By attacking a very famous and loved person, she managed to get everyone's eyes on her. It's not important what type of publicity it is, positive or negative, as long as you spread your message. On the other hand, Gordon Ramsay played off of her very well. His popularity rose with his short but funny response. Sometime after uploading that first video, Gordon Ramsay uploaded a TikTok, compiling videos of farmers thanking him for taking a stance against the person who has been harassing and threatening them for a while. Of course, as predicted, that vegan teacher made a response video, but Gordon decided enough was enough and ended this viral internet feud. Not even the most famous YouTuber is safe from that vegan teacher. The sins of Mr. Beast are possibly even less horrible than Gordon Ramsay's. You might find yourself wondering what this loved man did to attract this vegan's wrath, and it's rather simple. No, it wasn't him eating meat in front of a camera, but rather making and consuming candy that is not vegan. Oh, and he also committed the horrible act of mentioning Coca-Cola in his video. He should be only promoting soy milk. And worst of all, he makes and sells milk chocolate. Yes, as in actual milk chocolate. No alternative is used. This sends her into a rage. She screams about the way cows are treated in the milk industry.
2 brand new Feastable bars, milk chocolate, and
What? What? Milk chocolate! Milk chocolate comes from a cycle of violence!
This attack on Mr. Beast wasn't her first, as she has come for him for simply being, well, too rich. His wealth apparently contributes too much to the killing and use of animals in various industries. It is clear that this was yet another publicity stunt, which you may notice will be an ongoing theme in this video, as all that vegan teacher is trying to do is spread the word. If someone hears it, then she has done her job. However, in spreading veganism in such a way, she creates a whole other group of people that will go against her just to spite her, since she is rather irritating. No one likes anyone's ideas being pushed onto them, so when it's done in such a manner as this, Putting down loved celebrities and pointing out irrelevant things, it simply creates a negative stigma around veganism. This beef with Mr. Beast was rather one-sided, seeing as Mr. Beast only replied to her accusations with funny tweets.
Tweets. Just finished my 100th steak today. It was awesome. Vegan replies. What? The last person to stop eating kebabs 1001 pigs. Dude, I hope you die.
Guess he's just too rich to care about someone like her. If you have liked this video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. The more you listen to this woman mention the same thing again and again, the more irritated you become. She thinks that every time you show any type of product on screen that is edible, you need to mention that it is vegan. Every time you don't, she throws a fit over it. She then tries to convince, or rather not convince, but bully the creator to change their ways because they have oh so strayed from the right path. Another one of her victims, who also continues the trend of attacking famous people for attention, is Darman. The audience tricked her into reacting to a video made by Darman, saying that he mentioned vegan hot dogs in it. As you may be able to guess, the hot dogs were far from vegan. She, predictably, throws a fit over this.
Oh my god! What is the dad doing? Don't feed your kid dead body parts! The poor innocent pigs!
The amount of stress this woman is under because of the acts of people she can't control is sure to send her to an early grave. People like Nikocado Avocado are helping her get there much faster. He is known as one of the most hated YouTubers on the platform. His videos consist of him eating insane amounts of food, and complaining, lots of it. What most aren't aware of though is that he started his channel out as a vegan. He promoted veganism, had a healthy diet, and was overall a very pleasant human being. He stopped being vegan because of health concerns, but we sure wish that change hadn't impacted his behavior so much. That vegan teacher reacted to a video explaining the history of Nikocado Avocado, and she was simply appalled. How could someone go from being vegan, and for multiple years at that, to gorging himself on animal products? This might be one of the few points that vegan teacher has made that actually landed where it was supposed to. Eating that much food, no matter whether it's vegan or not, is appalling. She also made some of her classic points about the cruelty of eating meat and animal products, but at this point, she just sounds like a broken record. Every video of her commenting on a celebrity is the same. Once you watched one, you've watched them all. Although, we can't only mention her extreme views, we must mention some of her opinions that are absolutely correct. First, there is no doubt that the animal industry negatively impacts our planet. We use a lot of land and a lot of energy to make these products. All of the fumes destroy the Earth's barrier, but this is the case with all branches of industry, so the farmers and producers are not exactly the only ones at fault here. Second, it is true that these animals suffer, but we can try our best to buy from reputable people and farmers, since it is their whole livelihood at stake, and that isn't a small thing. Taking the time to check which products were made without testing on animals is a small and simple step to make to avoid harming animals any more than what is necessary. It is in our nature to consume animal products, and it may be hard for most of us to imagine life without them, so try your best to commit the least damage possible. We love reading your thoughts on the videos that we post, so don't forget to write a comment down below.